to be able to host you. And I'm gonna be touching some of them that can make a person not be able to host you. For example, I'll start by, if a person lives in an apartment, there are rules that states that you cannot have a certain number of people. You cannot exceed certain number of people, because when you are applying for an apartment, they have to ask you how many people you got, your family members, and you have to take them down. You have to write them down. So the reason as to why they do that, there is something called HOA, and you have to observe their rules. You have to abide by their rules. That means if an apartment is like 2 rooms or 2 bedrooms, you cannot exceed certain number of people in that apartment. If you are living in a house, it's a different case, because you have bought the house and nobody follows you. When you buy a house, it becomes yours. Maybe you have to observe the city rules and other hazard rules, but when it comes to hosting in your house, it's different. You can host as many people as you want, because that is your house. But again, there are things that would limit a person not to host even in their house, because the number of people that are gonna join you, or the number of the family members, the number of the family determines if it is a yes or a no. Number 3 thing, there is this thing of setting sponsor or the host sponsor affidavit. That thing also limits people from hosting because of various reasons that I might not even talk here, because you won't understand. So I wanted to say this: if you are looking for a host, and you don't have to focus with just one person, because they might not be able to host you. Second thing, there are people who don't know how to approach people with questions. For example, if you want someone to host you, and I know someone will agree with me here, if you want someone to host you, just approach them in a way that you explain the number of family members that you are supposed to bring in. Not like you come to them as if you are a single person, then down the line you introduce your whole family. So know how to approach people and be detailed. Be detailed enough so that if that person tells you yes, it's gonna be a yes up to the end. If it is a no, it's a no because of their reasons. And let me tell you something. Finding a host is very hectic. It has never been easy, and it is a very important step of green card, because nowadays they want you to submit the affidavit of the sponsor who is your host, and that is a step you need to do before you go ahead with anything else. So finding a host is hectic, but also be clear. And if you are looking for a host, just know that you are looking for a host to be hosted and not to be assisted with money to come here. You still have to look for your money in whatever means, because hosting itself is a lot to be sacrificed. And some people would think, anyway, it's just living in their house. No, it comes with a lot of responsibilities, and this is another reason why people might not be able to host you even though you have hopes. Because when someone hosts you, they are responsible to take you everywhere that you're gonna go to, and these steps needs to be done back to back, because they don't want to keep you in the house doing nothing. They want you to start working so that you can stabilize yourself. So a host is responsible for taking you to work, to go apply for jobs, to go apply for social security, and so many other things. And And when you're applying for a job, you don't just go to one place. You go to file an application to different places. That is the work of a host. And this responsibility only adds itself to the schedule that the person had before. So sometimes people have two jobs. They won't be able to take you to go to places that you're supposed to go to. So for that reason, one might feel that they are not in the right condition, or they are not in the, they cannot be able to handle their job and also handle your errands, which are very, very important to you and to them as well, because they don't want you to live in their house forever. They are trying to help you to stabilize yourself and to be able to live on your own. So those are some of the things that people would consider when they are thinking about if they're gonna accept to host you or not. Okay, I want to talk about something which is like number 4 now. This is a little bit different, but people have also been asking me, can you help me look for an apartment where I can come and stay? So even though you look for an apartment, I still believe that the paperwork requires you to submit your host. And if you have money to look for an apartment, it might not be something easy to do, because here in America we have rules and regulations that governs houses, and you might not be able to prove some of those or to present some of whatever they ask. For example, they will ask you to submit a 3-month pay stubs, which of course you are coming from outside America, means you have not been working here in America. So there is also the credit score. The credit score is also needed or required in order for you to be approved for an apartment. For that reason, you might not be able to rent a house straight from Africa or wherever you're gonna be coming from. It is a process, and they also like proof of previous address, and they also gonna ask where you work. Yeah, and you're gonna prove that with the pay stubs and how long you've been working there, the amount of money that you get paid, because they wanna be sure when they lease the house to you, you will be able to be paying the rent per month. Okay, so it's a whole lot of complicated things that are required, and also it is very hectic to find the right host. And I told someone, I said on my other video, when you are looking for a host, stop making promises to anyone. No promises, no deals. Just come here. If they can host you, let them host you with no strings attached. Otherwise, sitaki kusikia watu sijui nilifika akanirusha nje nilimwambia sijui nini. No, don't make deals with people that you don't even know. Whether you know them or you don't know them, don't make deals. Don't tell a person, I'm gonna come, if you want I can help you with the baby for 6 months and then you can host me. No, don't make those deals, because things do change, and once you come here you will find out that working is more important than sitting in that house. So don't make deals, because you're gonna break them and it won't end up well. You're gonna end up in premium tiers or deluxe tiers. So guys, that is all I wanted to say for today. And also, as I finish, I cannot be able to host just everybody. That is what you should understand by now. And it is because like so many people are out there looking up for me to host them, all of them. So it is not something I can do. And I said, and I'll repeat again, if I have to host someone, it has to be a very critical case, because that is the only way I can be able to determine, or I can be able to offer myself to do it. Like it has to be last minute, the situation whereby maybe something, you had a host and the host backfired, or they backed off, they backed out, and then you don't have anywhere to go, and you're supposed to be traveling like next week, or I only have this month. That is what I mean by a critical case. That is the only time when Esiwa Cargo can host you, and Esiwa Cargo can step in and help you. Why am I saying this? Because it is the only method I can evaluate, or it's the only method that I can use to be fair with everyone, because everyone is looking for me to host them, and there is no other means to do it other than to just do it to the most needy person. So you have done all your steps, and now you don't have anywhere to go. You have your visa, you have everything. That is where I come in. But before then, please try to spread your wings and look for other people to host you, and I know they will be able to host you. So guys, I'm heading to work, and bye bye. I'll see you when you see me. Just don't forget to keep on keeping on, and we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us.